who doesn't love a good fidget, right? I love these planetary gear ones. They do all the fun stuff. And you can do the outside ones too. This is one of the most satisfying ones we've ever made in our house. My wife and I love these things. And PLA, it's got a little bit of resistance. And PTG, it gets a little bit more. Or maybe that's the other way around. I think this is PTG. And it's, you know, it's pretty satisfying. It's just a little spring thing in there. I'd show you, but I glued this together because they like to pop off. And my wife is always fascinated when I print stuff bigger than the creator intended. So let's take a look at some really big fidgets. But first, a word from our sponsor, PCBWay. Here we are on PCBWay's site. You've got, you know, your instant quote, CNC 3D printing, PCB assembly. They have product capabilities here listed that show you all the different kinds of PCBs and things they can do. They've got projects here that are shared, so you can go in and find things that you might want to do. But the thing that really is cool to me is they do 3D printing. When I need something printed in metal, I come here. I upload my STL or similar file. I put up what the quantity I want, design units, material, all this stuff. And you just send off the quote when it's done. Someone checks it, and once they've decided that it's going to be viable, they send you the price. Thanks, PCBWay, for sponsoring this video. I really, really do appreciate it. You guys rock. Appreciate you guys supporting the channel and letting me have some fun with stuff like this. So let's start with this one, right? So there's the size that the model creator intended. It's fun. It's satisfying. But what about that? Like, I got to back up the camera here. I just, you know, I made it about as big as I could, and it's so satisfying. There's so much resistance there. Look at that. That's fun. And, you know, so this is 500% increased. It's about as big as my printer could do. And I just love this thing. There's almost a kilogram of plastic here, which is kind of ridiculous, but this thing is so fun. You feel like a crane operator or something. Like, it's just, I wonder if I can do it with my thumb. Oh yeah, I give my thumb a workout. I don't know, guys. Like, am I weird? Have you ever done anything crazy like this? Yeah. Let's get that one out of the way. So I showed you this planetary gear. Let me grab that one. Now this one isn't 500. It's like 200, I think, maybe 225%. And I used one of these rainbow silk PLAs. Finally found a good use for it there. And yeah, you just, let's go with the purple. I like it better. Just, oh, there we go. There's your little fun fidget. This one's not as satisfying to me, but it's still pretty cool because you get to play with that gear. And again, it was a really nice look at that. It reminds me of, oh, there's that blacksmith in the UK. He's a younger guy, maybe 30s, where he's been doing Alex something. He's been doing like titanium and Damascus and stuff. And that just kind of reminds me of when he's like annealing it or whatever. So let's stick with the rainbow here. This was a matte rainbow PLA that I just didn't like. So I was trying to use it up. And you can see where this PLA was just kind of junk. Like it delaminated and stuff. It wasn't the printer's fault. It was just, I've never had good luck with this PLA. But this thing is pretty fun too. It reminds me of the movie Contact with, who was that? Jodie Foster? Or was that the other one? I don't remember who plays her in there. But yeah, this one's, you know, supposed to be a little job. I didn't make a little one because, you know, you did get a little cool banding there on that tire. If you were making tires for some model or something, it'd be a pretty cool use for it. Not as fun as I would have hoped. Then let's go with the dangerous one. Again, I made a little version of this, but the first time I did it, it snapped. Not really sure why, but this is a 500% increase again. This thing's kind of dangerous. I've actually came in here with some grease that I use to lubricate the screws on my printers and try to lubricate it to make it a little safer because it was really sticking. But do not, if you print this, do not keep your thumbs anywhere on the sides. We're going to try to flip this switch here. There we go. Pretty fun fidget. Maybe not at this scale. Maybe do it a little bit smaller. Yep, see, I'm trying to jam my thumbs again. It's really hard to manipulate. There you go. You get the impression. Kind of fun. I still think the first one's the funnest. And then we do have one more. Same thing here. I did this in that silk PLA. Came out pretty nice. This is a 3-part deal. You have this that like comes out and, you know, pretty cool. But I made the little version of this and it didn't like that PLA for whatever reason. And I turned it once and it broke. But I'm apologizing. I'm going to blow out your eardrums here. But this is one of those clickers. Pretty cool. I don't know. Just, you know, fun stuff, right? I like that little ghost. That must be the designer's logo. Pretty cool. Like the silk PLA. I don't have any use for like the rainbow stuff. But man, that transition's pretty cool. Like, especially there. I'm just not a fan of these silk PLAs in general. They always seem to be a little bit brittle. At this scale, this thing is pretty serious. I've abused this a lot. And again, I came in here with some of the 3D printer shmoo. The stuff I use on my screws. And I just came in here and put a bunch on because it was pretty resistant to turning. Because you're just turning that across those. And it was really wanting to stick until I lubricated it. So keep that in mind if you make one big like this. Take whatever you use to lubricate your screws in your printer or similar things. If you got a bed slinger, and just kind of get in there and give it a little bit of lubrication. I again would advise you not to make this thing. I smashed both of my thumbs the first 2 or 3 tries, and yeah, just at this scale, this has so much resistance, this spring does, that it is not fun. Whereas, you know, this one is actually very satisfying. Like, I wish the little version had that much resistance. It's just like, this is so fun. You just pick it up and you're like, oh no, I dropped the crane. And yeah, I'm basically a child. But thanks for stopping by, guys. I really had fun with these. These were just so cool to do. Kind of makes me wonder what else I should do big now. Just let me get all these in the frame for you. They're just pretty cool. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video.